call me a god. You call me a god. You call me a god. You call me a god.
Let's go. I'm about to go off like a weapon. Fuel to the top, got a filled up engine. In my thoughts, obsession. I will not stop, no, I'm never second guessing. I got a God complex. Haters love to hate, but I never feel pressed. Got a lot on my plate, but I never get stressed. I'll take all the pressure like I'm acing this test. Tear it up like I'm Jason. I see the world like it's ready for the taking. I see this place like a game I'm playing. Straight to the bank to collect my payments. No negotiations, it's my way, I was born impatient. And like a damn Freemason, I'll run this nation.
You call me a god. You call me a god. You call me a god. You call me a god.
I don't know how to stop. I just go till I drop. Whether it's working or shots, give it all that I got. You can watch me work in my element. Anyone in the way is irrelevant. You wanna cross me, cool, not intelligent. Cause I don't forget shit like an elephant. Go ahead and tempt me, put it on the line and you'll come up empty. If I got time, I'm deadly. Never caught off guard, no, I'm always ready. I got a hand real steady. Look me in the eye and you'll see no hezzy. About to get real messy. I'll put you in a grave 6 feet like Kenny.
You call me a god. You call me a god. You call me a god.
This video contains gratuitous use of profanity and uncomfortable pauses to compensate for lack of professionalism and original thought. Viewer discretion advised.
Rat-a-tat-tat, what is good, and welcome back to another episode of the East Meets West, West, with your boy, A.K. Eagles, and your boy, Philly Fuego. Appreciate you guys so much for coming. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, whatever other holiday it is. Appreciate you guys so much for tuning in, and hope you guys are all being safe on this weekend. What's going on, brother? How you doing? Bring it in.
What is good? What is going on? What is cracking? I'm Philly Foothills Fuego, and I am back in another episode of East Meets West, where we come together and get shit off our chest, and we always try to bring you our best from the East and the West, all the way in between. You guys, we are so blessed to have you guys here. Like I always say, you guys are the food and the water to the content. Without you, will not continue to survive. So if you're feeling the vibe, please make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe to keep our dreams alive. We really, really appreciate it. Hit that thumbs up on both channels for us tonight. We're live on my channel, and we're also live on AK's channel as well. So make sure you guys hit the thumbs up for us. And like my man said, happy holidays to everybody out there. We are so blessed to have you guys with us. Hope you guys are all happy, safe, and well, and able to watch this live stream in a safe and peaceful setting. Yeah, man, it's Cowboy Week, baby. Let's go. We are fired up. We are here. We already got 5 people in here, so salute to the 5. Thank you guys for chiming in already. What's going on, Chad? Appreciate it. And yeah, man, it's like I said, we got a game tomorrow. You know, it's Christmas Eve, so we're playing on Christmas Eve. We're playing on a Saturday this week. It's a little bit of a short week, but a lot has happened. We definitely got some things to talk about. You know,
we had some big things happen this week, but it definitely is a great way to bring in Christmas, is having our game on Christmas Eve and booty clapping them Cowboys, one last time before playoffs start and securing first seed. But it should be an interesting day tomorrow. Got a lot on the plate. I got a family thing I got to go to for Christmas Eve, and also going to watch the Eagles play. So, yeah, man, just a lot going on tomorrow. How about you?
Yeah, tomorrow, just hanging with the family, definitely. And definitely going to be watching the Eagles Cowboys at 125. My time out here on the West Coast. So yeah, it's it's if we get this done with Minshew tomorrow, it's definitely gonna put the stamp on that we're the far better team this year. A lot of us Eagles fans definitely have been confident in is we can put the whole backup quarterback excuse out the door, because if we beat them with Gardner Minshew at the helm, then there's no excuses for the Cowboys.
Well, and that's a love hate with me. I want us to win, but also want us to lose, because whenever he wins, which I think he's going to, there's going to come a point where the only thing that the Cowboys have left to stand on is, well, Jalen hasn't beat Dak. You're right, because each time they've went to play each other, either one has been injured, one or the other. So you're right, Jalen hasn't beat Dak, but we beat you with our backup, something you did not do. Yeah. But I also look at it this way as well. Yes, Jalen is a major, major, major part, and is he's probably 95% of the reason why we are 13-1. A lot of our success is because of him. Even when we've been in bad situations, he's got us out of them. But I can't also forget that we also have 8 Pro Bowlers on this team.
And probably should have
9.
I probably should have had 11. We have a lot of alternates too.
Yeah, and we have 9 alternatives.
Yeah.
And some of those alternatives should have been, actual Pro Bowlers. But
right.
You can only put so many on a team, and I understand that. In fact, if you wanted to, you might as well have just made the whole Pro Bowl Eagle players, and it is what it is. But the fact is, we still go in with our defense, the same defense that terrorized them in the first game. Okay? We can get at Dak. There's no question about that. It's just I understand our offense is going to look a little bit different with Minshew. You're not going to have the same thing with Gardner Minshew under center. You're going to have similar things, but it's not going to be the same. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
I do.
We'll see, man. We'll see. But I know if Minshew wins, they're also going to say, we'll see. That's why Jalen isn't truly the MVP. But if Minshew loses, everyone can sit there and say, well, that should prove it right there. Jalen's the MVP. You know what I mean? So there's positives and negatives to it.
No, there is definitely. And I mean, another kind of negative would be too, that if we seal up the number 1 seed and then, the division, obviously, then that puts the question on how much is, even if Jalen is good to go next week at home against the Saints, or even the following week at home against the Giants, how much is he even going to play down the stretch? And then the rest factor comes into question going into the playoffs. If we have the number 1 seed, that means obviously there's going to be another week with the wild card round, and then we don't play again until the divisional round. So that's going to be something we're going to have to talk about down the road too, depending on how this thing kind of plays out. But yeah, definitely.
No matter what, man, we're going to be the first seed, whether it's this week or one of the next 2 weeks. It's going to happen. I mean, there's no shadow of a doubt in my mind. And appreciate you, man. Merry Christmas to you as well, brother. And I hope you have a great holiday and be safe. And hopefully everyone in your family.
Safe travels to everybody. I know there's a lot of storms all throughout the country. I've been here. It's been messing up some travel for people this week. So yeah, you guys travel safe and hopefully get to your destination safely and quickly as possible out there.
Yeah. Nah, dude, Ange was just showing me. I guess today there was like 100-car pileup in Ohio.
Oh my goodness!
Right? I was
wow. Holy smokes!
You don't see that very often, but I hope everyone's okay in that. And yeah, man, no lie.
This has been driving too fast and low visibility.
These snowstorms are crazy out here, man. Like I told you, dude, it's like -17 here.
Wow.
in Pennsylvania right now. So
Wow. Is that with
it's
the wind
ugly,
chill?
man.
Dang.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
ugly. So it's everywhere. So everyone be safe. If you go outside, bundle up, be warm.
Yes.
You
Please.
know,
Please.
crazy right now.
Yep. I mean, that definitely came into play of reason why Jalen got hurt, like we were talking about. It's that ground in Chicago had zero give to it. It was like falling on concrete, getting tackled on concrete. So um, luckily he didn't. I didn't see him in a sling at all this week. So that was definitely a good sign. I think he's attacking his rehab, and I think he's gonna be good to go next week. Depending on how if we lose, especially if we lose this game, and we need to wrap up the number one seed next week. I think he'll definitely play at least a half against the Saints, depending on the score around that time. But
Oh, I think he plays the whole game because
yeah, if we need that
I
game,
don't think
definitely
he
I would agree
plays.
with you.
I don't
Unless
think
we're
he
blowing them
plays.
out at halftime. If we're blowing them
Yeah,
out
of
at
course.
halftime, then yeah,
Yeah, if you're
like
blowing him out,
28-0.
pull him. But
Yeah,
I'm saying he does not play at all in Week 18. I don't think so.
no,
I'm pretty sure they sit everyone Week 18.
not unless for some reason we happen to lose these next two games, which I don't see happening. Even if we lose tomorrow with Minshew, I don't see us losing next week because I think Jalen would be good to go. Sprained shoulder, I think it was a mild sprain, and those are a 1 to 2 week injury. And he's young. He's attacking his rehab. He's probably getting rehab damn near 24 hours a day because he's probably when he's not at the facility, he's probably got things at his house that he can put on his shoulder and rehab it himself as well. So, yeah, we appreciate all you guys. We got
I'm not
11
gonna
in here,
lie.
so thank you guys.
I'm not gonna lie. Merry Christmas to you, Jay Milton. Appreciate you, sir. Long
Yes,
supporter of
very
mine.
Merry Christmas, J Mill.
Listen,
Merry
dude,
Christmas.
I'm not even gonna lie. I'm kind of being greedy. I really wish Jalen was playing this week. I know it's greedy. I
I
know
think we
it's
all
shitty
do.
to think that way. Oh yeah, I know, but I'm saying even after everything that occurred, like if no lie, man, trust me, I know he even wants to play. That's the shitty part. I know he wants to,
Oh, of course he does.
you know, and I'm
Yeah.
sure if it was up to him, he'd go in that locker room, and be like, "Shoot me up, doc," and go right out and play if he had to.
Oh, if it was a
Like
playoff
just
game, if it was a playoff game tomorrow, he would be playing, guaranteed,
I
without
know,
a
but
doubt.
that's what I'm saying though. In some
Without a
sort
doubt.
of greedy way,
Even
I
if he
wish he
had to
did.
take the happy juice. Yeah, I know what you're saying though. I know. I wish he
Yeah,
was
I
playing.
really, but it's a chance they're not willing to take. Hell, I'm not willing to take it, and a lot of us aren't. But
They were taking too
yeah,
many chances with them in Chicago. They didn't run Miles Sanders enough, especially in the first half, and they ran Jalen Hurts way too much against Chicago in that weather. They were just asking for an injury, and they got what they asked for. Basically, it's definitely something that the coaches are going to have to learn from, and not put him at so much of a risk in the future, especially in very poor weather conditions like that. I mean, there's no reason for him to take some of the shots that he took. And it was funny. We were even texting about it. Remember,
yeah,
on Monday morning before they even announced the injury, we were like, yeah, that one where he didn't get up for a minute. Yeah, we were both holding our breath, and there was a reason why, because he doesn't just. I mean, unless he got the air knocked out of him or something like that, he doesn't get up slow like that. Jalen always gets up quickly. He's always popping up. It's not a thing for him. So when he gets up slowly, there's definitely a reason for concern.
Listen,
He's
man.
a tough son of a bitch. Like Sirianni said, he's a tough son of a gun, man. Nina.
Yeah, no, and he is, and I'm not gonna even lie, man. Jalen is that dog, and I understand that. But when you have Miles Sanders, who is 1,000-yard back, dude, use Miles Sanders. Like you didn't have to run Jalen 17 times that game. You really didn't. Like I understand, but in a way, I kind of blame Nick a little bit for his injury because it's like, bro, you didn't have to run Jalen like that. It was almost like you were competing him versus Justin Fields.
So Steichen too.
And
Steichen's the one calling the plays. So yeah, And
So I just
Jalen's got to learn from
he
it
didn't
too.
use
He
Miles
doesn't always
for
have
the
to.
second quarter.
He doesn't always on the RPOs. He doesn't always have to pull it and take it himself. You know, he's got to learn from that too. He's got to let his running backs do their thing too.
No, I get it. It's all.
I get that.
It all plays into what happens. You know, I understand if Jalen keeps it, it's because he read something in the defense as he was sitting there getting ready to pull it.
Right.
You know, and sometimes he does read it wrong because they disguise it a certain way. You know, it is what it is. But I mean, still, you're right. There is times where he should just hand the ball off and maybe not put so much on his plate. But sometimes you got to just eliminate those calls altogether as a coach to take it away from your quarterback, because you all know if you put that in Jalen's hands, he's going to get it 90% of the time because he wants the ball, and I'm fine with that. But the fact is, though, if you're trying to save him from himself, then actually do it. Put him under center and make him hand the ball off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't give him the option to keep it. Take that part away.
Yeah, I mean that's true. And you may see them do that. You know, maybe not so much down the stretch this year with him, but maybe next year you may see them kind of alter the offense a little bit depending on some things. But I mean, I think you're going to see a difference with the offense too with Goddard coming back. And I don't know if you guys remember, but Goddard has had one of his biggest games. I think he had a career game with Gardner Minshew at quarterback. So Goddard has familiarity with our quarterback tomorrow, and definitely look for them to hook up, because the Cowboys are going to be putting a lot of attention onto the outside with our receivers, you know, with AJ Brown, Devontae Smith. They're going to be looking to shut those guys down. So what's going on up next? So the middle of the field's going to be open, and you got to look for Miles Sanders to get the ball tomorrow. The Cowboys' run defense has been one of their Achilles heels this year, so definitely look for the Eagles to get that going, to attack that weakness, because we have a great rushing offense. So look for the Eagles to establish the run game early and win at the line of scrimmage. It's definitely going to be very important for both sides of the ball tomorrow.
You know, that's what I love about this game too, is I'm ready to see truly who Parsons is. You know, the dude put his foot in his mouth a week too early, goes out there, loses to the Jacksonville Jaguars. The last 4 weeks, he hasn't got a sack. He hasn't really done much of anything. And now, you know, you sit there and you're going against us the second time, and then the first time you didn't do shit either. So he's got a big objective on his plate here. You know, he's got to do something, because if he doesn't, then he just looks like a dipshit twice in a row. You know, so
yeah,
the pressure is truly on that defense for sure. You know, none of the pressure is on us. And in all honesty, I said it last night whenever we had that round table, me and Mitch with boys. We can afford to lose this game. I don't want to, but we can afford to.
Yeah, that's our friend. I was on the phone with our friend Birdman _951. I'm sure he'll probably be chiming in here in the comments here in a second. I was on the phone with him earlier this week, and he made a reference to the exact same thing. And he said, "Yeah, we're playing with house money this week."
Yeah,
you know, it's exactly what we're doing. We're playing with house money. You know, we can afford to lose, just like you said. It's not really gonna affect us that much either way.
But let's not get it twisted. I don't want to lose. I don't think we're gonna lose. I have no plan on losing. But if we do, it's not like oh my god scenario.
I mean, obviously the offense, like you said earlier, obviously the offense is going to look a little bit different, but I don't think they're really going to shy away from letting Gardner Minshew throw the ball down the field. Because you don't think Sirianni wants to sweep the Cowboys and lock up the division in Dallas in front of all their fans? Absolutely.
Well, no, dude, for sure. Listen,
they're going to
Minshew's going to let it fly.
Yeah.
What I'm saying though is you're going to see a lot more of Minshew's magic from in the pocket than you are outside. You know what I mean? Like Minshew's definitely going to be that. I'm very interested to see what he does because he does have a good arm. Like he's probably your best backup. He's your new Nick Foles, so to speak. You know what I mean? Like he's got a good arm. He can really sling the ball. He's accurate. You know, he's got great weapons around him. He can utilize them as long as he's smart. And he just takes what the defense gives him. Don't go crazy, but when the shot's there, take it. You know, but you're going to see him do his damage from in the pocket. Yes, he can run, but he's not Jalen Hurts. He can run. Don't get me wrong, but he's not Jalen Hurts.
I think we're going to beat them, and I think we're really. I think I have a good feeling that we're going to beat them in all three phases of the game tomorrow. I think look for a big special teams play out of either Scott or Covey tomorrow on either one of the special team units. I think they could potentially be the difference maker in a possible close game. You know, I don't think either one of these. I don't think we're going to blow them out, but I think we're going to beat them. Yeah, I think maybe 28-17 Eagles, something like that. I don't see the Cowboys scoring a lot of points on us. I really don't, especially once we see how they're trying to attack us and we need to make any kind of adjustments that we need to make. I think we're going to be fine. Dak's lucky that that CJ Gardner-Johnson is not back this week because Dak's been throwing a lot of interceptions, and he's the reason. He's kind of a lot of people were blaming the receiver on that pick six, but I don't know. I look like Dak was a little bit off on that throw as well.
Nah, man. You know, I know a lot of people have been given Kellen Moore a lot of shit, and hey, maybe so. You know, but in all honesty, man,
Kellen Moore or not, elite quarterbacks don't blow 17-point leads.
No, I know. And you know, boys made the argument last night. He was like, yeah, but our defense too. I'm like, wait a second. And I said, but that's the thing though. You guys claim to have this great, powerful defense.
Right.
Now you can't say, but our defense when you lose after a 14-point lead, but then turn around and when you win, be like, oh yeah, our defense is awesome. Like, no, it's either one or the other.
No.
Like our defense is fucking awesome. It's what we do.
Right.
You know,
the difference is our secondary is still good, even if they don't get the pass rush. Yours depends on that. That's what your pass rush masked your issues with your secondary and your coverages, things like that. Ours is just good playing all the way through top to bottom. So we don't really have any weaknesses really on our defense. We just don't.
Dude, you have the two most lockdown corners in the NFL.
We had a defensive tackle have 10 sacks and not make the Pro Bowl. I mean, come on now. Let's really look at things. I mean, TJ Edwards didn't even make the Pro Bowl. I mean, there's a lot of snubs. James Bradbury, another alternate that should have made the Pro Bowl. You know, just we had, like we said earlier, we should have had probably at least 11.
Well, dude, and there's no reason that by the end of the season you don't have 6+ guys with double digits.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. Like, it's just this defensive line this year is ridiculous. It is. They're probably going to set a season high sack record the way they're going, and I think they'll easily do that.
And don't be surprised if we get another 4 or 5 sacks tomorrow, because Dak's going to be looking to hold on to the ball, trying to let his receivers get open down the field, right? And what's that going to lead to? That's going to lead to the defensive line feasting on that. Because if he's holding on to that ball that extra second, even half a second to a second, that's all they need. That's all Reddick needs. That's all Hardgrave needs. That's all Graham's going to need. Any of those guys. A Sweat, there's another guy who got snubbed. Josh Sweat. Just, I mean,
Well,
lots of
listen, man.
so
There,
much
there,
going on
there
this
was
team,
at the
dude.
beginning of the year when we played Dallas. You know, they were coming in all cocky when they had Cooper Rush, and he hasn't thrown a pick all year, and he had 5 touchdowns. And I sat there and I said, "Listen,
Well, Gardner
y'all
Minshew
have
ain't going to pick all year either.
yeah, I know." But no lie. I was like, "Listen, y'all have not played a defense like ours." Like you can sit there and say you played Tampa, you can sit there and play Cincy and blah blah blah. They're not our defense. And what happened? We got 2 picks on Cooper Rush, his first 2 of the whole season. Dude, it's going to happen with Dak. I mean, dude, he's thrown 11 picks in what, 8 games, 9
Yeah.
games.
Yeah.
Like, it's ridiculous right now. The reason that the Cowboys have 4 losses, 2 of them are on Dak. Like, let's not bullshit. I mean, his 11 picks, I believe 10 out of the 11 came from his side of the field, giving the defense of the other team the short yardage. Dude, you can't do that. You're not going to win games that way.
Right.
So once again, you haven't played a defense like ours. Now you're playing it again. Like, these boys can get after you. Hold the ball for 3 seconds. I dare you. You're either going to get picked or you're going to get sacked.
Yeah, we're the only. I mean, like Next Shift said, Blankenship is back this week, so I mean, we're going to be solid again, back at the safety position. Not worried about that. I mean, like I said earlier, Dak's lucky that Gardner Johnson's not playing this week. Otherwise, he'd probably have maybe even 3 or 4 interceptions this week, because the Eagles are going to be flying around. They're going to be fired up. They're looking to come into Dallas and take their hearts out, and really have them backing into the playoffs. Because I was running my mouth earlier this week on Twitter, and I was like, yeah, the Cowboys haven't even made the playoffs this week, and I didn't know that they had, even though that they lost to the Jaguars. I thought they had to win another game, but I guess not. I guess some other games played out within the conference or the division where they're now. So
Washington losing
there, but yeah,
Washington losing, I think, is what got them in.
Gotcha.
But no lie, man, it's tomorrow. It's going to be fun to watch, because I truly think you're about to see the Dallas collapse. We all talk about their December malfunction. Well, I think last week and the week before and now this week, you're going to see it. Like, these guys are hungry. They know what they have to do. They listen. I understand we are down Jalen, but there is still many other dudes on this field that know what they got to do.
You know who I'm gonna have I'm gonna have a really fun time watching tomorrow. Harass Dak is Hassan Reddick. This guy has been absolute. Do you see some of his pass rush moves that he was making on those tackles against Chicago? I mean, holy!
They're hungry, man. They're hungry.
Absolutely. I mean, he almost had Fields on that one where he tackled him. He tried to go for the sack a little too high, and Fields got away. And that was the one where he scrambled and almost scored the touchdown on I think it was a 40-yard run or something like that down the sideline. But I mean, Hassan Reddick he's been an absolute animal this year. He's such a great acquisition to this team addition, and he's a fun guy. He's a fun guy to watch. He really is, because if you like defensive players going after the quarterback, he's definitely one to keep your eye on. Number 7.
Oh yeah, dude, Reddick's gonna have more sacks than Parsons tomorrow.
Oh, I'll take that. Yeah, I would definitely take that
easily.
Yeah,
I'm saying 3 or 4 just on his end alone.
Yeah, Parsons might get 1, but Reddick at least get 2 or 3.
Yeah, no, and
especially if we get a lead and Dak has to sit back there and keep dropping back. Yeah, look for that definitely to happen.
You know what I'm waiting on though, bro, and in all honesty, I love the way this kid plays. I know I don't know how other people in our fan base feel about him, but I love the fact that Marcus Epps lights people up. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
You know, I know that most people might say that shot on Burks during Tennessee game that might have been a cheap hit. Dude, that was just him saying, "Hey, you're in my end zone, and I'm hitting you as hard as I can to make you drop that ball." He didn't intentionally try to knock him out. That was just one hell of a hit. You know what I mean? I love the way this kid hits. So I'm just trying to figure out who's his victim tomorrow. He's going to get one. Somebody always gets hit by Marcus Epps.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to figure out who it's going to be.
It's going to be one of their tight ends, or it's going to be Pollard over the middle, or somebody like that. Somebody's going to be. Hopefully, it's Zeke.
It's going to be CD, man. CD is going to get lit up somehow, some way. It's going to be CD. CD is going to have some sort of long post route in the middle of the field or some shit, and dude, Epps is going to be right there and light his ass up. I'm telling you, dude.
That's going to be nasty. You better get the body bag out for that one.
I'm sorry, man. I really like the way the kid hits. I know some people might say he's trying to hurt people, but no, I'm sorry. That's one thing I love about the kid. He is not afraid to light people up.
No, and it's it's people make it sound so easy to not make any kind of contact with your helmet when you're making a tackle at those speeds that they're playing at the just the amount of force, that the impact, the timing, just the reaction time. I mean, it's just that you can't play imperfect football when you're a safety like that, especially when you're a big hitter. And like you said, we absolutely would never think that he would be intentionally trying to hurt anybody out there. Of course not. Is he trying to make a big play and knock the ball out, make sure it's an incomplete pass? Absolutely, yes. And is he going to do what he needs to do that? Then yeah, he's going to put his body on the line, and we've seen it time and time again that he does that, and he does it at a high level. And it's crazy too, because he never seems to get hurt. I mean, knock on wood, but the guy just seems to like really take those big hits well.
Yeah.
You know?
And you're right, Randy. You are 100% right, dude. Dak does throw high to his tight ends.
Yep.
In all honesty, Epps and Blankenship should be able to get a pick this game, because he does tend to throw high, and if he overthrows and they're in the right situation in the right area, oh yeah, you can easily get a pick off that. So
I think it's time for. I think Bradbury is going to be a little pissed off from not making the Pro Bowl. So I think I smell a pick six coming from Bradbury this week. Bradbury.
Yeah, I don't know how you put Slay in and not Bradbury.
Right? Was he going to be his alternate?
Right.
Like somebody said in the chat earlier. I mean, fuck the Pro Bowl, man. We're not going to be playing in. If we end up where we want to end up, the way we should end up, because we are the best fucking team in football. Period. Oh, yeah. We've proven it. We're 13-1. We're the only one that's got less than one loss. Less than two losses. We're right at damn near perfection. If we want to get where we want to get, we're not going to be playing in the Pro Bowl. So fuck it, man. Anyways, it doesn't really even matter. It's like the Madden ratings, where we get mad over what some little video game geek says, and he rates it in some room. They get all mad about that shit. So bad, it's funny.
Honestly, man, what I'm actually looking forward to this year, and this is the one thing that will piss me off, the top 100 list. I'm very interested to see where some certain guys on our team fall on that top 100 list. That would piss me off if some certain people aren't high on that list.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? I mean, I think we're going to have a lot of people, because we had so many Pro Bowlers. We're going to have quite a few people in the top 100.
Oh, yeah, dude. Slay should be on there. Kel should be on there. Bradbury should be on there. Hurts should be on there. Miles should be on there.
Lane Johnson's going to be like in the top 20.
Yeah, Devontae Smith should be on there. Goddard should be on there.
Keep going.
DJ Johnson should be on there.
Hargrave.
Riddick should be on there. Hargrave should be, that's what I'm saying, dude. Like, you better have some motherfuckers on this list, dude, or I'm going to be really pissed.
Seriously. No, that's I like that. I like when they come out with those. Those are always definitely fun see where they rank certain players and things like that. But yeah, that's going to be interesting to see how that list shakes out for sure.
Oh, sorry, I was reading down below.
Yeah, I know I was too.
Flego, his job description is to separate ball from receiver, wide receiver, tight end, running back. That's not his fault.
Yep. Yeah, like I said, the speed that they play at, that it's bang bang a lot of the times with those plays, and I think we've seen Epps plays pretty clean for the most part. He's always leading with his shoulder, and he's trying to make clean tackles and just do his job, man. And I give him hats off to him because he's like a brick wall back there a lot of the times. Guys do not want to see 22 coming at him.
Yeah. Can you guys please pray for my sister-in-law's 3-year-old niece? Been in and out of the hospital for the flu. Yeah, prayers out to your sister's niece, buddy. Definitely will keep them in my prayers. Don't want any kids sick on Christmas, so definitely prayers out to them.
Yeah, get better soon, please.
AK, he's staying warm. Remind you of your Alaskan days. A little bit different. In fact, the -17 is actually warmer in Alaska than it is here. Believe it or not, because it's a dry weather up there where it's wet here, so it's down to the bone. My arthritis is kicking in.
Gotcha. But you said it's not snowing though, right? It's just cold.
No, it's just cold as shit, dude. And windy.
Cold and windy. Damn.
Yeah. Not the -17 you want. I'd rather it be snowing right now.
Yeah, at least you get a white Christmas,
Right, dude. It snowed yesterday, and then it dumps a shit ton of rain and takes all the snow away. I'm like, well, there goes white Christmas.
Right. Maybe it'll snow Christmas morning for you guys. That'd be cool to wake up Christmas morning and it's snowing.
Right? That'd be awesome.
That'd be beautiful.
Honestly, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't planning on going anywhere Christmas morning, so
see,
ain't gonna hurt me none.
And hopefully we're like, yeah, we got the #1 seed. We just beat Dallas.
The top 100 list is based off by the players, but some guys don't take it seriously. No, I know, man, and that's what I mean. Like, I remember watching the top 100 list the year Carson Wentz hit 3. After 2017. I'm very interested to hear what these guys say about Hurts. I'm not gonna lie, I really am. This is the first time, you'll probably see him on there. So, I ain't gonna lie, I'm cheesing a little bit. I'm just gonna be like, yeah, you guys know you want him now.
Oh yeah, he better be in the top 5 for sure. He better be in the top 5.
Could be.
If he's not, that's a shame.
I'm not gonna say #1. If I say that, oh my god, people will lose their fucking minds. But
yeah, you don't want to light that firecracker.
Yeah, not yet. Don't do it. No, dude, there should be a lot on there. I'm not gonna lie. But no, man, this game is going to be fun. I expect a hard fought game, but I don't know, man. I really do want to say blowout. I really do.
Really? Okay.
Dude, listen.
You got a score prediction?
Yeah, I do.
Do you?
But listen, it no matter what I say, I'm not taking anything away from what Jalen Hurts has done. This team is based off of Jalen and the system around Jalen makes the system. That is what makes this all works. That's why we are 13-1.
Yeah.
But we do have a lot of fucking talent on this team.
Oh yeah.
And Gardner Minshew isn't just some lame dude. I mean, in all honesty, bro, let's be honest. Minshew could start for some other teams.
No doubt. So that's why I'm saying. I mean, speaking of that, I made a bold prediction on. I think I replied to one of Pablo Gary's tweets earlier. He was talking about Dak Prescott, and I said that not only will Gardner Minshew beat the Cowboys tomorrow in Dallas, but he's going to impress them so much that they're going to sign him to a contract to compete with Dak Prescott for the starting quarterback position in Dallas next year.
All right, now that you said that, I'm not feeling so bad on my score prediction anymore.
There you go.
Nah, man, I said it yesterday, and I'm gonna stick by it because I really don't think whether you have Dak or you don't have Dak, it doesn't matter. My defense is my defense. They've shut down every quarterback that's came their way. So, listen, man, I'm gonna just say it now: 42-17.
Woo! Wow, that'd be so embarrassing for the Cowboys.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Nah, dude, listen.
17.
I'm telling you right now, if they lose against us tomorrow, Mike McCarthy is on the hot seat. I'm not even playing. If they lose to us tomorrow, Mike McCarthy is on the hot seat. If they are one and done this year in the playoffs again, Mike McCarthy will not be the head coach next year for the Dallas.
Let's be honest. With all the speculation with Sean Payton, Mike McCarthy's seat's been warm all year anyway. So yeah, I don't discredit that at all. I can't argue with you on that one.
And trust me, them losing to us tomorrow at home is his first foot out the door. I promise.
Yeah.
I promise. Jerry Jones, dude, that'll be the icing on Jerry Jones's cake right there. He'll be like, "You son of a bitch! Not only did you
to come in,
to them with a backup quarterback the first time, but then you lose to them while they have a fucking backup. Oh, he would be pissed."
I know Jalen Hurts had a big rushing game against the Packers, but look for the Eagles to have a rushing type of day. Like that with Miles Sanders on with his side against the Cowboys. They're gonna have a big rushing day tomorrow against this defense. I'm telling you, we're gonna run the ball down their throat, control the clock, and yeah. I'm with you on that 17 part.
300-yard rushing day?
I'm saying, what's that?
You saying another 300-yard rushing day?
No, I'm saying like Miles Sanders is half at least, maybe with a little bit more from the other contributing factors from Scott or Gainwell. But I'm saying 200, maybe a 200 rushing day for this offense, something like that. Because we could mix in, because you seen last week too that the defense for the Cowboys, they're susceptible to the reverse plays and the outside runs. So you may see some trick plays from the Eagles tomorrow. Because like we were talking about earlier, we're playing with house money, so look for them to be aggressive. Look for them to step on the throat of the Cowboys.
He agrees with me. He agrees with me. He's getting fired tomorrow when they lose.
Yeah, he's done after this year, and regardless, I think even if they win the Super Bowl, he ain't one coming back. And that definitely ain't happening, because we all know what the Cowboys do in the playoffs. They're going to get bounced by whoever they got to go. They got to go to the 49ers. Good luck.
Bro. I wouldn't even
win.
I wouldn't even be surprised as far as going to say that Dak Prescott might not even be the quarterback of Dallas next year if they're one and done.
Yeah, because it's going to be Gardner Minshew.
No. Well, besides that, I'm saying like I could see them trading him away. And most people be like, "What? That's crazy. They paid him." Yeah, I know, but in all honesty, let's think about this real quick. From what I hear, all of the greats are in the AFC, right? All the quarterbacks, all the greats are in the AFC. They're stuck out. Only person that's over on the NFC. Jackson. Yep, the only person that's on the NFC side is Tom Brady, but he's old. Everybody else, pretty much, they're either new, coming up, and it's very inexperienced, right?
Yeah, because Dak's not even close to anywhere. I don't want to hear anyone ever name until he starts overthrowing his receivers, throwing interceptions. I don't want to hear anyone call Dak Prescott elite. He's nowhere close to elite when it comes to the quarterback position.
Well, and this is the argument though. So his only competition this year, Dax, was Jalen Hurts and Kirk Cousins. In all honesty, if you look at all
Geno Smith too, Geno had a better year than Dak.
I know, but that was like a fucking unicorn. Okay, like that was lightning in a bottle. Honestly, yeah. I don't expect Geno Smith to come back and redo the same year he had this year next year. I don't see it happening. Like that just I don't know. Watch me throw my foot in my mouth in that one now. Jesus, he's going to come out and fucking be MVP candidate. What? But I'm still saying that's the one-hit wonder there. The Geno Smith thing caught everyone off guard. Like that wasn't just me. That was everyone. But other than that, Kirk Cousins, we all know what Kurt is. He's 1-3 in his whole career in the playoffs. He's won 1, lost 3. Okay. Jalen Hurts, up and coming. You're not worried about DJ. You're not worried about Heineke. You're not worried about the Panthers. You're not worried about anyone, dude. There's no quarterbacks. Dak Prescott right now, this year, he's in his 7th year. He's 29 or 30 years old in his prime of his career. Dude, if he's as good as what everyone says he is, he should have had this complete NFC hands down. Kind of like Jalen Hurts is. Dak should have been doing what Jalen Hurts is doing. He should have this hands down. Look at all the QBs in the NFC. All of them. Mm-hmm. Dak is favored all the fucking time. All the time. He's been put out there that he's this great and this dude. He's been getting beat this year in the year that he should be shining out of everyone. Mm-hmm. He's the most experienced. He's the most tenured veteran in the NFC, except for Kirk Cousins. And we all know Kirk Cousins sucks, so we kind of just throw him out there all together.
Yeah, I mean, and I think by now, I think Dak would have they would have gotten him the best people to work on his mechanics and things like that. So you can only fix some guys so much, when it comes to things like that. Sometimes their bad habits just never go away, and they just seem to persist. And you're seeing an effect that the major injury has had on Dak's career and his playing ability, because when a lot of his success was a lot like Carson Wentz' success, right? Was making improvisation plays, making plays on the move, out of the pocket. And you don't see Dak doing that with his legs as much anymore because of the fact that he had that major injury. And, that's some of the things that we worry about with Jalen Hurts too, when they overuse him. But, that's just something that has definitely affected Dak with his play. He's not a good enough pocket quarterback to succeed at a high level in the NFL. That's just facts. We've seen it.
Well, see, and that's the thing too that I don't understand is you hear a lot of people going around saying, well, Dak, for him to be successful, they need to run the ball more. Every time they run the ball more, Dak is better in the pass game, right? Mm-hmm. Aren't they 5th in rushing this year and 27th in passing?
Is that right? I haven't looked at their numbers lately. Sure.
Like they're passing, they're actually on the lower end. So if that's the case, and I'm pretty sure I heard that right on YouTube here recently, and if that is the case, that means you're running a lot more and you're successful with it, and your pass game is still shit. So you can't say that the pass game or the run game opens up the pass for Dak anymore, because if that's the case, you guys wouldn't be like in the lower 20s. I'm just saying, man.
Yeah. No, I mean, that makes sense. It does. We got 17.
You made it. You made it when you get the trolls.
Yep. Especially the ones that can't spell. The illiterate trolls. Those are the worst ones.
Bro, I told you how to spell Jalen Hurts last week, and I had you spelling it right. And now you come in and you screw it up again. Like I said, bro, if you're going to insult my quarterback, at least spell his name correctly. Have that much respect for him.
He doesn't have any respect for him. That's the problem.
Minshew is going to slice and dice Dallas for 12, 15, 18, 20 yards. I watched his 2020 highlights, and Goddard is a massive weapon for him.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, this run game helps him a bunch. Yeah, no, dude, I feel
you don't think that AJ Brown's still going to be running slants like he has been on people all year, and Gardner Minshew can't hit him on some slants. They're going to be using that. They're going to be using Devontae Smith. I mean, the Eagles are going to be able to run their offense pretty effectively. They said Minshew looked sharp in practice this week, so I think he's good. I think he's ready to go, and he's looking to. Minshew's looking to be a starting quarterback again in this league next year. So what a better way to do it on Christmas Eve on national television in Dallas. I mean, come on, it doesn't get much bigger than that.
No, it doesn't, man. And I wish nothing but the best for Minshew tomorrow night. I hope he comes out here and he's that saving grace we need for just one night to just clinch first seed for us, get that first round bye and home field advantage, and just do what you got to do, man. And it's like we said earlier, just take what the defense gives you. Don't try and be a hero. Don't try and come out here and try and take the starting job away from Jalen. It's not gonna happen. You are good, sir, but you are the backup to this team. It's always Jalen's team. That is what it is. You have no chance of taking it, so just play smart football. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't try to be an MVP person that you can't be. Just play the system, bro. That's all I'm saying, and come out with a dub. That's all you got to do.
Yeah, and I can already hear the Cowboys saying that if Minshew does win tomorrow, if we beat Dallas, they're going to say, see, it is the system. It's not the quarterback. That's what they're going to say.
That's why I said, and it's a positive and a negative, because I wanted if we lose, then I can sit there and that it will be my excuse. See, Jalen is MVP because Minshew can't do it. But if Minshew wins, it's going to be like, well, see, you can't win with a backup quarterback, but we always can. Like there's going to be certain points, but I know they're going to use that. We'll see. It is the system. No, it's not the system. It's not. Because no matter what, Jalen's stats are still there, and he is 90% of our offense. Like, that is not even a lie, dude.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that, I mean, unless we have a very poor day as far as protecting the football, the way Dallas has been turning the football over, I mean, if we win the turnover battle tomorrow, that's only going to benefit us as well. And aiding the victory.
I don't know, man. I don't think, dude. Listen, I really feel with this offensive line, Minshew's just gonna be able to pickpocket apart. I mean, dude, listen. You see how much time Jalen gets back there. He's gonna have the same amount of time. It's not like the pocket's gonna go away because the quarterback changes. The line is still the line. He's going to have time to stand back there, make the throws. Minshew will play just perfectly fine. They're going to run the ball to keep the pressure off of Minshew. They're going to do what they got to do, but the pocket does not change. Just because the quarterback changed does not mean that does. He will have all the time in the world to make his proper reads and throws.
Did every one of our offensive linemen make the Pro Bowl? Or at least an alternate? I think they did.
Yeah.
I think that they didn't make it in, at least an alternate.
Dickerson made it as a Pro Bowler.
Johnson made it.
Mailata made it as an alternative, which I think that was fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Sayamalu made it. Kels made it. Johnson made it. Slay made it.
what's crazy about Jordan Mailata is that, I mean, a lot of people know this now, but it's just the fact that how good he is at the short amount of time that he's been playing football. I mean, he didn't even touch a football until he was like 21 years old or something like that. I mean, yeah, he was playing rugby and things like that, but he didn't even touch an American football until he was like in his late teens or early 20s. That's insane. That's
Dude,
insane.
you know what really haunts me? That one question that one person asked me one day.
It's Melata.
What made anyone throw this man at left tackle? Now, and that was just his honest question. He's like, it wasn't a bad choice, obviously. Look how he's thriving. He was like, but wouldn't you have preferred this? Because he was so fresh to the game. He could have literally played anywhere. You could have taught him anywhere. He's like, did anyone ever think of making him a DT?
Or defensive end? I mean, he's fast enough to be a defensive end, too.
You know, like, and ever since then, I was like, God, what would a Jordan Mailata been as a defensive tackle?
Yeah.
Because they were like, what does rugby players do? They run through tackles. They run through people. He's like lineman, defensive line. I was like, holy shit. I was like, because I only know him as a tackle. That's what he was drafted as. That's what we taught him as. But it was like, what would he have been on the defensive line?
Dude, if you put, we have the linemen to do this. We need a big play in a tight game. Dude, put him as a tight end.
It'll never happen.
Tight end screen.
It'll never happen.
Good night.
They will never jeopardize him like that.
No, I know they would never.
It would be cool though, but
could you imagine him with Kelsey and Dickerson in front of him and Cam Jurgens pulling, all three of them pulling in front of him, and he's got space. Oh boy.
Dude, I don't even think anyone would stand in front of that. I don't think you'd see any player even try to tackle that.
Yeah,
I'm sorry if I saw Kels, Lane Johnson, and Sayamalu running in front of Jordan Mailata. Right. He has the ball. Like, dude, he might as well just lay the fuck down. He could just.
I mean, you see what he could do without pads on. Imagine what he could do with pads on. He's gonna run through people.
And you know, I don't understand this. How a man so big can have such a great voice. Like he's not even scary after you hear him sing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
that's probably what he's doing right before he's about to block somebody. He's probably singing to him.
All these defensive ends are coming up now. Like, why am I scared of you, bro? You sing like an angel. You ain't scary.
That makes their guard down.
Now, are the Eagles ready to win with Ian Book one play away?
Wow.
Oh shit. Nah, man.
Ian Book will be the backup quarterback tomorrow.
I know, but
no, that ain't happening.
Listen, I'm not gonna push my limits. There's only so much. Listen, there is a certain amount to where talent does affect shit. Minshew is kind of Hurts is on the high end of that talent. Obviously, Minshew is right above average. And then I don't know. Yeah, I don't think there's enough talent between AJ and Devontae Smith to make Ian Book look good. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. You know, like there is a limit to talent and what players can do. And I don't know if we have enough talent on the team to uplift him, but it's the fact he's still got to get it there. You know, that we're pushing it at that point. I'm sorry if we get to the point tomorrow where Ian Book it has to go in before halftime. I'm telling Jalen the dress. Go get your shit on. You're saying, get a fucking shot. You're going in. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not leaving that game up to Ian Book tomorrow. I'm not doing it.
Nah, Gardner Minshew is going to be just fine.
Yeah, I mean, you agree to that, right? Like, there is a limit to where talent can't succeed. You know, like Ian Book. Like, I don't. We have enough talent to make Ian Book look good, but I don't know how good that good is going to look. You know what I mean? Like, you have to have a little bit. Yeah, you have to contribute a little bit, but what is that little bit that Ian Book has? I know we've never seen him, but I'm not confident enough to find out either.
Right.
Yeah, like even Joseph is like Ian Book ain't it? Yeah, he's not. Like, I'm pretty sure if Ian was starting tomorrow, it's a solid loss. I can sit here comfortably and say that.
No, we already have it. And our it is number one. It's our quarterback. Yeah, he's not playing tomorrow, but we already have it. We know he's it for the future. And yeah, we're not really too concerned about our number 3 quarterback right now.
No, I'm with you, man. I really. What do you have stats for Minshew tomorrow? What's your prediction for that? I want to hear
Minshew?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say he's gonna throw for 250, 2 touchdowns, and yeah, one of those touchdowns is gonna be later in the game to put us up by like 10 points and to seal it. At least 10 points, maybe 14. I'm thinking something like 31-17 as my score prediction. Minch is going to put up 250, 2 tutties. We're going to also rush for 2 and kick a field goal. Yep.
325.
Minch is going to throw for 325.
325. 3
Oh, yeah. Well, with your score prediction, yeah, he better at least throw for 325.
325, 3 And now here's my thing though. When it comes to 4th and 1, do you continue to see the QB sneak with Minshew? Like, now, granted, he's not as strong as Hurts, but he is capable of doing them. He is a mobile quarterback. So, do we continue that? I mean, I'm 50-50. I'm 50-50. You know, I'm comfortable with him, but I haven't seen him do it. You know, so I'm 50-50, but
yeah, you get good. You put you on those quarterback sneaks too. You can always put Goddard behind him for an extra push. You know, and
God, me and Randy were so close.
36-35 for 310 yards, 3 to. Oh, okay.
I like the 1 interception as well. I do. I think he does make one mistake.
I was actually going to throw one too.
Yeah, I think he makes one. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know when or where it comes.
It'll be early. I think it'll be early, and the Cowboys will get all excited. You know, it'll be after we already go up, get a rushing touchdown the first drive. They come back and score as well at 7-7, and then maybe he throws a pick late in the first quarter, you know, something like that. Early second quarter.
And Joseph, I agree 100%, bro. We need to use Miles tomorrow. We do.
Yeah.
100%. I mean, Miles, I hope he has a solid. Now, listen, do I think he gets over 100 yards? I hope, because it helps me a lot in fantasy.
Yeah.
I'm satisfied with 80 or 90. I'm not going to be greedy. I don't need 100 yards. Just 80 or 90 is a solid game for me, you know.
Miles going to run for $115 and 2 touchdowns tomorrow. $115 and 2 touchdowns.
I am 100% okay with that. But listen, we're going to get our passing in. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. There's going to be passing. Minshew's going to get throws. So,
yeah.
and
They're
he's
not
not
gonna-
going to be shy. He's not going to. He will sling it. You've seen it.
It would be one thing if we weren't playing with house money and this game meant more to us than it does to the Cowboys, obviously. So, we're playing with house money. They're going to be taking chances. They're going to let Minshew throw the ball down the field.
Oh, yeah.
You're still going to see A.J. Brown run and go routes, Devontae Smith run and go routes. I mean, they're going to be throwing the ball down the field. They're going to be running deep crossers, deep outs, deep comebacks, things like that, the middle crossers. They're not going to be afraid to get the ball into space. And I liked seeing that last week with Devontae Smith getting the ball in open space like that and being able to use his speed, because we need to utilize that more. Devontae Smith needs to get the ball more in more open space. We do not utilize his speed enough.
Yeah, no, listen, man, the only thing I'm really concerned about tomorrow on offense is just getting the run game going. I'm not even going to play, man. Miles Sanders not getting a snap until the second quarter, like 3 minutes left. That's a cause for concern. That is just you as an offensive coordinator and a head coach just not doing the right calls. I'm sorry, but that's you're not calling an efficient game. Miles Sanders is 1,000-yard back. You have to use that man.
Yeah.
That's like the Raiders not using Josh Jacobs right now.
And that's why a lot of these players are so behind Nick Sirianni, because that's why they feel he's such a good leader of men.
Yes.
Because he called himself out on being wrong about that, what you just said about not utilizing Miles Sanders enough last week. He said that, he that was his mistake, and that's something he's definitely going to have to look at and try to be better at as a coach, and he's willing to admit when he's wrong, and that's big for those guys.
That's a very good question, Richie. How many snaps does Jordan Davis get? Listen, man, I just want whoever's out there to stop Zeke and Pollard and force Dak to throw, just like we did the first game. A lot of people say, oh, Dak, he ran all – dude, he got 83 yards and 1 touchdown. And that was without Sue and LJ. Now you got LJ and Sue, and Davis is now at the end of his first regular season. So he's kind of in the system now. He's more familiar with it. This team is not the same team as week 1, and you still lost. So I only expect you to have less than 83 yards. And if Derrick Henry can only get 30, I'm not worried about y'all. So
right. Yeah, good luck running. Pick your poison. What's the percentage of snaps Jordan Davis gets? I would say probably he's going to get around
30,
35 to 40% of the defensive snaps. I would say, yeah. The number of snaps, I don't know. That all depends on, hopefully not that many. Hopefully our defense isn't on the field that much. Hopefully the Dallas is doing a lot of 3 and outs, and their punter's very active tomorrow. Yeah.
No, I'm not going to lie, though, man. I really love that combination of Sue and LJ in the middle. I do.
Yeah.
Listen, you know me. I'm the biggest
have so much
Jordan
depth
Davis
on the defensive
supporter.
line. It's scary. I've never seen this much depth on a defensive line, to be honest with you. It's scary.
I'm the biggest Jordan Davis supporter. You know that, man. But I'm okay with him taking a back seat a little bit here the rest of the season with the way Sue and LJ is playing. Let him learn.
Because he's only going to learn. Exactly. He's only going to learn.
He's playing a little bit right now. That's fine. That every little bit of rep counts for this man. He's learning. But dude, let Sue and LJ take this. That's what you brought them here for. Let them bring it home. They're doing a fabulous job in the middle there, man. Like I've seen a major upgrade since they've been here. Like you just don't move the middle anymore.
But if Dallas is trying to attack us tomorrow on the outside, you may see Jordan Davis on the field more, because he's definitely a more of a sideline to sideline type of a defensive tackle, as opposed to especially Sue and Joseph. So, but yeah, it's all going to depend on how the Cowboys try to attack us. And if it's with Pollard, then Merry Christmas, SG.
Yes, sir. Merry Christmas. What's going on, Mitch? How's it going,
Mitch,
sir?
Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah. Yes, sir. Parsons wrecks this game. Dallas wins.
Stop it, MG.
How is Parsons going to wreck a game that he couldn't even wreck the first time?
Stop it.
Like I'm just. What? Did he just find the secret fucking potion, or did he find a magic lamp and he rubbed it last night? Like, what the fuck happened that
That's
he's
gonna
going
be
to
kinda-
wreck this game?
That's going to be kind of hard when we're running the ball right at him. You know, that's going to be kind of hard to be any kind of a game wrecker. We're running the ball right down your guys' throat. So good luck with that.
You guys just don't think there's any weak points to this guy, but there is.
Oh yeah.
And we figured it out. If you didn't notice from the first game, and a lot of other people have figured it out since. If you run right at Micah, you're okay. He's a great pass rusher, but
and you know, Micah's going to be going. Micah's going to, if he does get a sack against, especially if it's against Lane Johnson tomorrow, that's going to be pretty big because that's going to end Lane Johnson's streak of consecutive games. And I hope I didn't just jinx him by saying that, but it's what I was more getting at is good luck with that because there's a reason why Mr. Lane Johnson's going to the Pro Bowl. You know, it's not just any coincidence. And Lane Johnson was shutting him down up until he got hurt in the first game. So look for more of that for us.
3 sacks, yeah. I have him at 3 or 4 too halftime. I think Dak gets terrorized tomorrow.
Yeah.
I think altogether we get 6. But you're not slowing this defensive front down, bro.
6 and 2 picks.
Yeah.
Maybe one being a pick 6.
Yeah.
I might have to change my score prediction then.
Yeah. No lie, man. You remember in the longest yard whenever they sat there and they hit that dude and they made him shit himself?
Yeah.
Yeah, like they're going to make Dak shit himself tomorrow. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Like it's gonna be bad. I don't think Dallas knows what's about to hit him.
I mean, if we're capable of it, I mean, it's funny because a lot of people are thinking that Dallas is going to win easily now, but don't sleep on this Eagles team. It's not. I mean, yes, our quarterback is amazing. He did amazing things this year, but we're a lot deeper than just a quarterback. You know, we have talent through and throughout this offense, through and throughout this defense, and we're talented on special teams as well. So it's
good, Drew.
Solid team, man. What's going on?
Yeah.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy Hanukkah. Happy holiday.
Yes. Shout out to the 18 in here. Thank you all so much.
Yes.
Merry Christmas, happy holidays, happy Hanukkah to Mitch and to all you other people out there. If any of you don't celebrate Christmas, well, then none of this applies to you at all. But I appreciate each and every one of you. Please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe for me, my boy Philly Foothills, and Hardcore Sports as well. We are streaming on there, so definitely, if you haven't, go jump over there, hit a like button over there. But yeah, man, no, it's gonna be fun. Tomorrow, I'm gonna watch the game when it comes on, and then at 3, I got a family thing to go to, so I'll probably finish watching it on my phone. But
it won't be on until 4:25 your time.
Well, then I'm going to watch it on my phone because my thing starts at 3. So I thought you said 1:25. My bad. It's 4:25.
Yeah, 1:25 my time. Yeah.
Oh yeah. See, fuck. East Coast, West. Haha. Yeah. So no, man, it's gonna be fun, and luckily for us, we're playing in Dallas because it's fucking cold up here. Yeah. We talked backstage before that we started. The Bills play tomorrow, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Buffalo's supposed to start, and their starting forecast is like -11. Fuck that.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no,
That's crazy.
no way in hell you're seeing this guy out there. And you know
You're
what?
gonna see body parts like shattering off like the T-1000 in Terminator 2.
Dude, no lie, man. I know too. You're gonna see those fucking two build dudes that's always out there with their shirts off. Remember, yeah, and I don't know how they do it. How the fuck can anyone be outside without a shirt on in negative 11-degree weather? You, sir, are a bigger man than me, truly,
Yeah.
because I will never, ever, ever, ever do that. Like,
Yeah, I don't know. I've heard like some people say that they just like I guess they just get completely numb after a while and they don't even feel it. But yeah,
yeah,
that's
it's called frostbite.
right. You got to be putting your life. You got to be putting your life in jeopardy at that point because
Yeah.
even if you survive the frostbite, you're gonna catch some kind of death of the flu or pneumonia. What's going on, Wicked One?
No, in all honesty, Richie, they've done a great job this year, man. Calling plays and shit. You know, I'm not gonna bitch. I can't bitch. We're 13-1, you know. But it is what it is. You take what you get. You know, you know what Jalen Hurts is. You know what he can do, and you got to take the positives with the negatives. It's part of the game. It is what it is. But that will be fine, man. Like, no one hit the panic button. It's just his shoulder. It's just a sprain, a little tiny little thing. It's not a major thing. It's not like the whole freaking thing we went through with Wentz. You know, that major different scenario here, guys. So, you know, this is not career changing or career ending. You know, we don't have to worry. Yeah, Van Der Esch is out too. Yeah. No, I know, man. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Dude, I got my heater on and it's still fucking cold. I feel like I'm in the day after tomorrow. Like the eye of the storm is on me right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so cold.
I'm surprised you're keeping yourself warm by talking. But yeah,
if you beat Dallas tomorrow, Cowgirl fans better delete their social medias and not talk till next year. No, I agree, man. They will never hear the fucking end of it. No lie. But listen, there's going to always be an excuse, like we talked about earlier. Well, guess what? In the end, Jalen didn't beat us. Jalen hasn't beat Dallas. That's what they're going to stand on next. That's the next one coming.
They're going to see, Michael was right. It is the team. It's not the quarterback. It's the team. Well, that's exactly what they're going to talk about. That's exactly what they're going to say. We know that.
Yeah.
We know the narrative as Eagles fans. We know how it goes. But man, it's Mandarin season here where I live, and this is like nature's candy right here. I swear to God.
Dude, I love mandarins.
Fuck yeah.
I used to eat the shit out of those.
Nature's candy, man. They peel so easily too. It's freaking. They're awesome. Love them.
MG Cowboys Nation is saying that Parsons hit the sophomore wall. No, man, listen, I have a problem with Parsons. You know, I mean, we kind of hit on this last night. I truly believe it's a slap in the face to LT for him already kind of being dubbed the next LT.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I said it last night. I said, do you know how long it took LT to be LT?
Right.
He worked his ass off to have that reputation.
No kidding.
You can't just dub somebody in his second year LT like that.
Yeah.
That's like saying, I don't know, fucking someone is Barry Sanders right now in their second year. Like, come on, man.
That's like saying, Jonathan Taylor's the next, or something like that. I don't know. Tell me younger.
Yeah.
Running
Holy
back.
shit, man. I'm so sorry. I'm so far behind in comments. I apologize, guys. I'm not used to staying up. How do these big guys do it? It comes with time. Shit, what was I talking about?
Michael Parsons.
Yeah. No, I don't get it. I never have got it.
And being compared to LT. Already.
Yeah, no. Who right now? If you had to say anyone in the NFL, just right now, off the top of your head, who could even come close to being the next LT, who would you say?
TJ Watt.
Thank you. You were listening to me last night, weren't you?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's
No,
just,
I'm with you. TJ Watt, 75 sacks in 5 years.
he's got that game. He's got that kind of game wrecking on a consistent basis too. It's not like, well, it's especially when the big thing with him has been his health, just like his brother. But hopefully that for him that continues to change. And yeah, he's just got that ability to from the defensive side of the ball to really wreck the game plan for the offense completely.
No, and that's exactly what I'm saying.
You can't block him. When he's on
Like,
his game, you can't block him.
It is disrespectful to Lawrence Taylor, man. Like you just can't do it. But that's what I'm saying. If I had to choose anyone right now who could even come close to doing it, it would be TJ Watt. TJ Watt had last year where he ended up getting injured at the end of the no.
Mm-hmm.
Did he get injured last year? Is that where this year's injury started? Or did he get injured at the beginning of the No, he got injured last year, right? At the end of the year?
I thought he got injured at the beginning of this year.
This year? Okay. But still, he had 22 and a half sacks last year.
Yeah.
22 and a half sacks.
Yeah, exactly.
That is fucking ridiculous, dude. Do you know how many dudes have played over the last 15 years that everyone doted on? And none of them came even close to 22 and a half?
Quite a few.
How many has Von Miller gotten?
This
in
year?
1 year? What's his best year?
That was probably
like 15, 16.
Probably the year that they won the Super Bowl with the Broncos. Let's see. Von Miller's stats.
I just want to know his best year, just his best one out of his whole career in sacks. Like, there's so many players you can throw on this list. Yes, they might have 18. Thank you, Joseph. He had 18.
There you go.
TJ Watt had 22 and a half. It's hard to get 18. It is hard to get 15, which Boza has right now for the 49ers.
Hey, there's another one too.
15.
I know that he plays a different position than Michael Parsons, but I would put him ahead of Michael Parsons because I think Bosa gets it done on more of a consistent basis.
Yes, they are different positions, and that is true. But I'm saying, though, like he has 15 this year, so he has more than Parsons. Like, there is guys who are better than Parsons. You can't dub the man something that other people are outdoing him in. Parsons only has 13 sacks this year. Yeah. Well, guess what? So does Riddick. So is Riddick LT now?
Right. And it's not like the Cowboys defense has been giving up a lot of points. They gave up a lot of points against the Texans. They gave up a lot of points against the Jaguars. They've been giving up points this year. They gave up 20 points to us in the second quarter alone when we first played them. So my point is that with him being on the field so much, with them giving up those points, his numbers should be higher than they are. Right?
Yeah. Well, and not just that, but yes, I understand. And Boys for Life pointed it out last night. He said, well, listen, LT only had 9.5 sacks his second year. Micah's got 13. Yeah, but you got to realize something too. He might have only had 9.5 sacks, but that motherfucker is the reason that defense stood. You add on what else he had in them 9.5 sacks. How many tackles for losses did he have? How many QB hits and QB pressures did he have? Like he was everything.
Yeah.
He might have only had 9.5 sacks, but his effect everywhere else on the field. I can go with games where you don't see Parson having an effect. I can't go back and really see any game that LT didn't have an effect.
Right.
There's a huge fucking difference.
Oh yeah. And like you said, it took years and years and years for LT to become LT.
Yeah.
That's completely disrespectful. I agree. I thought so. I thought the same thing when I first heard that. I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm like, really? That's really you're really tooting this kid's horn. I mean, like that's to me that's not even good for anyone to say that, because when he hears that, his head's gonna just get swole. It's just gonna he's gonna be way off track at that point.
Like, let me put it in Dallas terms. That's like you guys saying Zeke is Emmitt Smith.
Yeah. Or
Like that's how ridiculous.
Or CeeDee Lamb is Michael Irvin, right? Same thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Same
or Dak is Troy Aikman.
Or Diggs is Deion Sanders.
That's funny. That's funny. That's funny.
Ooh, that was funny.
but that's what I'm saying, man. It's just crazy. We all need to calm down. Listen, Micah Parsons came from my college, the college I root for. I love the kid in college. But listen, slow it down. Slow it down. There's many of years. Never mind. In all honesty, bro, the way I hear Parsons talk, I don't feel he wants to be in Dallas anyway. I think there is a secret side of him that wishes he was here.
Oh yeah, him and Diggs, they both wish they were Eagles.
Fuck Diggs. Fuck him. I don't need Diggs, man.
We don't need Parsons either.
No, we don't. You're right, we don't.
No, we should.
Oh, but if we did, that would be sick and sweet.
Ugh. Parsons and Reddick on each side. Yikes!
Oh shit!
That's a quarterback's nightmare. Oh, Cole.
Oh, stop, bro.
Cole.
Stop.
Oh, Cole. You're trying to talk yourself off the ledge. We understand.
One and done, bro. One and done. Like, just
you guys are gonna get bounced like a bad check at the grocery store.
Yo, I hope y'all fall out of the seed you're in and have to take on the Niners and they crush the shit out you back-to-back years, bro. I hope Brock Purdy comes in there and fucks y'all up and you guys tuck tail and run like you always fucking do. Like, oh, I'm telling you, man, after the wild card weekend, we will be the only NFC East team standing. I promise.
They're gonna have to either go. They're going to have to go on the road. How's that going to work? So,
man, the crack is really good in Texas, homie.
So Minnesota and the Niners would probably host a wild card game.
Wait, what?
No, and then or Minnesota and the Niners and Tampa Bay would each host.
Yeah, it would be Minnesota, Niners, Tampa Bay, Dallas. We get the bye.
Dallas won't get a home game because they don't win the division.
No, Tampa will have the home game.
Yeah,
they have to go to Tampa, and then lose to Tom Brady's 6 or 7 win.
Tom Brady beat them once
because they never beat Tom. Yo, then that's even worse, bro. If you come out of this fucking with like 11,
whoever they're gonna have to face, right?
And then you go down and you lose to a 7-win team, and you lose to a 7-win team. Oh, fire!
you could
fire sale.
you could be up on Minnesota by 20, 30 points. They've shown they can come back from that. So they'll do it against you guys too.
They
That
want
was
to be in
crazy.
the winning city, not one full of disappointment. Winning 20 plus more years of a ring. Yeah, no shit, right?
Yep. You got to blow the dust off the VHS to watch their Super Bowl.
Well, I don't know about that, dude. I mean, listen, there's some people who might use him as a bridge quarterback. Lately you've seen some of these young quarterbacks that are getting drafted sit a year, and that's okay. Maybe I don't know what's going to happen, man. And in fact, I saw last night they pulled Zach Wilson again. He's fucking done. Like that kid, he can't dress as a Jet again and start. That's your second time in 1 year being pulled, bro. Like you're done. Like you're done. It's over.
They pulled him in a win. They pulled him in a win. Didn't they beat the Jaguars?
Yeah. No. The Jaguars beat them. They were losing six. The Jaguars were winning 16-3.
Okay.
Yeah, and they pulled him. It's like, dude, you got pulled twice in 1 year. No, you're done. Like,
Yeah.
dude, the Jets are cursed. I'm not even playing, man. Their quarterback situation is fucked up over there. They never can find it. They're starting to become the Browns at the QB position.
Yeah, they really are.
Yeah, no, they did lose. Yeah, I know. Like I said, it was 16-3. I don't. They look good at the beginning of the year. I'm not sure what the fuck happened lately, but yeah. To be honest, I feel a little bad for them, man. I'm not gonna lie. I was rooting for the Jets a little bit because they've been bad for so long. I want to see. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. I want to see the Bears win a little bit because they've been bad for so many years now. Fuck the Browns. I'd given up on them a long time ago. They keep putting themselves in shitty situations.
Dude, if we win tomorrow, should we both shave the Minshew?
Well, fuck no. I'm around people all day. I ain't doing that shit.
That'd be funny. Oh man.
Now, hey, you know something, Richie? That's kind of cool that you brought that up, bro. I even said it last week. Lamar has not helped himself this year at all, money wise. He's hurt himself, I think, a lot.
Yeah,
a lot. Somebody's going to pay him, but I don't think it. I'm with you, dude. I don't think it's going to be Baltimore. I don't think so.
I've watched a lot. No, I don't think so either. And I've watched a lot of him, and yeah, he is a dual threat quarterback, but I've seen greater things. But I know some people would say, well, Jalen Hurts he's had more weapons this year, but I've seen better throws from the pocket from Jalen Hurts this year than I've ever seen Lamar Jackson make, and I probably ever will, because we've seen some of those throws that Jalen has made, just second, third read, just on a dime down the sideline, 30, 40 yards down the field. There is but barely a handful of quarterbacks that can make throws like that in the NFL. And I mean, on a consistent basis, Lamar Jackson just isn't. I haven't seen that yet. So, and I think he is to an extent, he is a dual threat quarterback, but he is definitely way more dangerous with his legs than he is from the pocket.
Yeah, no, listen, and I don't want anyone to
like Justin Fields is right now, right?
Yeah, I don't want anyone to mistake what we're saying here. We're not saying that Lamar is a bad quarterback. Lamar is a great quarterback. And like I said, he's going to get paid. Somebody is going to pay him the money that he might not deserve right now, just because of what he's done so far. But that does not say that he is a bad quarterback. He is not. He will make any team improve. You know, whether he stays with the Ravens or not. Now, here's the thing. Do I think the Ravens can afford to lose Lamar? No.
Mm-mm.
But
You've
can
seen
Lamar afford to
them
lose
without
the
him.
Ravens? Yes. But it also does depend on what team Lamar goes to. He just can't go to any Joe Schmo team or he's going to wind up being in the Ravens situation again. You
Right.
know?
It was kind of like last offseason, right? When the Packers couldn't afford to lose to lose
Adams.
Adams,
Yeah.
exactly. Thank you. But Adams could afford to lose the Packers. Yes,
Exactly.
he's having a successful season with the Raiders, but he got the bag. So that's
Well,
what.
and dude, he has 1,200 yards receiving. I just learned that yesterday. I did not know Adams had 1,200 yards receiving. I didn't even know he was even over 1,000 yet. Like, you look at the Raiders and how bad they are, I never would have guessed that. But
Right.
he's been fucking balling.
Yeah.
So he doesn't need Aaron Rodgers.
No.
He's shown that.
Right.
But that is a perfect example. You know, so
Yeah.
you're right. He could go to the 49ers.
Cool.
That's weird to fucking say, and that actually is dangerous to
Whoa.
think that. Because if
Yeah.
you would put him with Kyle Shanahan, holy shit, that gives me the shivers. That's dangerous, you know.
Yeah, that's
But
scary.
he can go to the Saints. I don't know what Tom's going to do. Will Tom be in Tampa next year? He could go to Tampa. He could go to Indy. He could go to who am I missing? The Jets. Hell, you could put him with Saleh next year with Wilson and all these young guns, man. Like, there's so many options. Hell, he could even come to fucking Washington for
Or you
Christ's sake.
put him with Justin Herbert with the Chargers.
Where would you put Herbert?
Oh no, I was talking about Adams.
Oh no, I'm talking Lamar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know, he could even come to Washington realistically, which
Yeah.
that would suck. I would hate to see Lamar twice a year, but
Yeah.
it's
That
nothing
would
we
make
couldn't
it fun.
handle. It would just, it would suck. Have
Right.
to play him twice a year.
It would. That would not be
No,
fun.
but
I don't see that happening. More realistically, he'd be a Giant, I think, before he'd be a Commander. But
yeah,
you never know.
even Seattle.
Yeah, it's a possibility.
You know,
The Rams, if they moved on from Stafford. I don't know what their plans there are with, especially with his concussion issues.
yeah, no, I'm with you, and I've even asked that question too. What the fuck would even make Lamar want to go back?
Right.
Like, honestly, what has Baltimore done for him since he's been there, receiver wise? What, you got him Rashard Bateman? Whoop-de fucking do. You got
That's a
him.
good point.
You got him Hollywood Brown for a little while, then you traded him.
Right.
You know, like, you really haven't helped the man in the passing game. Sure, you've got him a great O-line, you got him great halfbacks, but
Great tight end.
yeah, but what have you done wide receiver wise? Like, if I
Right.
was him, I'd be like, I'm going to a fucking team where I have somebody to throw to. Because
Yeah.
clearly Baltimore does not draft wide receivers.
Yeah. Which is kind of surprising because, Harbaugh comes from the Andy Reid tree. And Andy Reid, he drafted some receivers in his day. Deshaun Jackson,
Yeah.
Macklin. So, but yeah, I mean, it's kind of surprising that they haven't really given him the more of the weapons on the outside.
Yeah.
And like you said, even when they did get him a decent weapon, they didn't keep him. They traded him away. So I'm sure Jackson's frustrated. I mean, he might be itching to get out of Baltimore. He might be looking to go somewhere where they're more set up to win in the short term.
Yeah. No, yes, definitely. Good luck to Trace McSorley this weekend too. Former PSU quarterback. I hope him all the best. He was actually Lamar's backup for 2 years in Baltimore before he went to Arizona. So
Nice.
yeah, no, that's cool to see him starting. And dude, fucking Arizona's about to be tore the fuck down too. I guarantee it. You're about to see Cliff Kingsbury get fired. It's going to happen, bro. I don't know how long even. I know they just paid Kyler, but I think they might have just winced the shit out of themselves with Kyler.
Well, they're definitely going to pull the cord on the coach before they do the quarterback. I think.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They've invested too much into the.
And we'll be back after this commercial break.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, you're good.
But yeah, I don't see Kingsbury lasting beyond this season with Arizona. I think they'll have a new head coach next year.
Yeah,
I do. Like I said, they just invested. They gave Kyler what, a freaking 5-year, $230 million contract, something like that. That's, I mean, yeah, they may have winced the shit out of him, but that's something they're gonna have to find out in the next year or two.
Yeah.
But he's got weapons. I mean, he's got receivers. He's got.
Can't act like you don't have D-Hop.
What's that?
Can't act like he doesn't have D-Hop.
Right? Exactly.
Can't act like you don't have Zach Ertz. I mean, yeah, he's not in his prime, but he's still fucking Zach Ertz. We all know what he can do.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have Hollywood Brown now.
Yep. I know Zach Ertz has been he's on IR now, but he had him beat to the start of this year and didn't get much done with all of that. Yeah, they don't have much of a run game, but and
their defense isn't that bad.
No, it isn't, because they definitely they stayed in the game with us. That was one of those games where I thought we were going to lose. Our offense was struggling that day, and some things definitely went our way at the end of that game, with Kyler sliding short and then him spiking the ball on third down when he thought it was a first down, and it was crazy.
Kyler Murray's going to be a Texan. Holy shit.
Whoa.
That would be crazy.
Yikes.
That would
be crazy.
What a downfall. Actually, you know what? That's actually
that sounds about right. That sounds like a contract that the Texans would take on.
To be honest, though, the Texans, they're not. I respect the shit out of Lovie Smith, and they're not forming a bad team over there. I said it last night. The Texans are actually the most respectable and hard fought one win team that I've ever seen. Mm-hmm. Like they shouldn't be a 1-win team. That's how good they play, but they are, because they're that bad.
Yeah,
they always play tough.
I mean, they were one offensive good play there on the goal line from beating Dallas, and they just took the Chiefs to overtime. So
they gave us a run for our money.
Yeah, absolutely, they did. Yeah. So they're a lot better than their record indicates. That's for sure.
Yeah. So
they just had a lot of other things go against them. That's I don't know if you heard. I think I heard this right. Do you know I think it's the same. We're getting the same officiating crew that officiated our only loss this year tomorrow. I think it's the same crew. Yeah.
Cool.
So we'll see if that comes into play at all. Hopefully they don't miss any blatant face masks unless it's against us.
Yeah.
They'd be like, we have Reddick just almost rip off Dak's helmet. They're like, oh, we didn't see it.
and no, we don't wish ill upon anyone.
No, I said the helmet, not his head.
Yo, Jeffy T, what is good, my guy? Appreciate you for stopping through, man. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah.
Yes,
all that.
Happy holidays to everybody.
But yeah, man. No, we've been live for an hour and 44 minutes. Got 10 people in here. Please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe. For me and my boy Philly Foothill Splago here. We are on the eve of battle.
Yep.
About to go down.
All right.
And, I'm looking forward to it, man. It's going to be a fun day tomorrow. A lot to look forward to. Going to go to sleep early tonight. Well, early my ass. It's already 11 o'clock. Well, I guess that is early for me, but yeah.
It's a
I'm
weekend.
Huh?
I said it's a weekend. Hopefully, you won't get any calls.
Oh man, I know, dude. I really want to go in and play Madden or Call of Duty or something, but just sitting here thinking about that, bed sounds a lot better.
Right?
Appreciate you, Jeff. Thank you, sir. Good luck to you guys
Thank
as
you.
well. Look, you don't play tomorrow though. You play Sunday, right? Or
No, they play tomorrow at 10. They
no,
play the
do play
Vikings.
tomorrow. That
They're
is
at
right. Yeah.
Minnesota.
Hey, beat the Vikings, bro. Do it
Right?
to it. Giant power. Yeah. Get
Good
it.
luck against Kirk Cousins and company.
Beat those purple pirate people.
He's not tired, ladies and gentlemen. Not tired at all.
Well, in a way, Vikings are pirates.
They are. You're right. Purple pirate.
They
people.
are.
Yeah.
I mean, the Vikings were actually the first pirates of. Well, I guess. Well, yeah, they were the first. I don't
Yeah, I
fucking
think
know.
so.
You're right. I'm tired. Doesn't even matter.
They're definitely
Vikings
people of the
pillaged
sea.
and plundered. They were pirates. That is what
Yes.
they did.
They traveled on boats
Right?
through long voyages.
See, I'm not wrong. I've watched 10,000 BC. I learned history. Oh shit! It's the cold people. It's making me nutty. First stage of
It's the freezing
hypothermia.
weather. It's freezing his brain.
First stage of hypothermia. Brain freeze.
Oh man. I look for I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see who they try to line up CD Lamb against. Whether they try to line him up against Slay tomorrow, or they try to line him against Lamb. It's going to be interesting.
Don't matter.
I don't think so either. I think either one of them will limit his effectiveness tomorrow.
You put him on the left. You put him on the right. Hell, put him in the slot.
It doesn't matter exactly.
I'll take Maddox against CD at this point. I mean, have fun. That's all I gotta say. Yeah, you're gonna get. Listen, the CD is gonna. When I talk that way, see, we all know CD is gonna get his catches, whatever catches he gets. Zeke's gonna get his runs, whatever runs he
get
gets.
his too.
But I'm not saying it's gonna be some sort of fucking crazy game. No, you're gonna get your respectable. You know, CD might get 60, 70 yards. You'll get your catches. Doesn't mean you'll get anywhere with them, but you'll get them.
Right.
You know,
because we've seen this defense. We're really good at bending but not breaking. You know, and then we're also good at making adjustments along the way as well. So
my defense has no problem letting you guys catch the ball. Obviously, they've shown that plenty of times. They'll let you catch it.
I love the fact you've seen it this past weekend. I love the fact that Jonathan Gannon is finally letting these defensive linemen run some fucking stunts up front. You see the stunts, the twists, the things like that to keep these offensive linemen on their heels and to find the weaknesses on the offensive line, the opposing offensive line. It's a beautiful thing to watch.
You know, the one that I've seen lately that has been working, the one that's been working the most and that's been the effective one is whenever they take the defensive tackles and they push them outward and they bring Riddick and Sweat and they bring them around and then come inward. Dude, that is probably our best blitz.
Yeah.
Dude, Sweat and Riddick always get to a quarterback. If it's not Sweat, it's Riddick. If it's not Riddick, it's Sweat. Yeah. But that play has always been there for us, and it's dominant. I love it. And dude, Sweat can get in so quick.
Yeah, I was just about to say Josh Sweat's getting really good at. So what he does is he acts like he's rushing like normally, like from a defensive end. He gets the tackle to commit, and then he comes back behind the defensive tackle. Exactly. And he's
But
got a
dude, he's
free
snap
rushing
of the
game.
finger fast. Like
Right.
it's so fast.
Him and Reddick can change directions like a deer, dude. They're like they're crazy.
Yeah.
They really are.
And that is possibly the best blitz that we have. And dude, it gets home every time. Like I said, if it's not one side, it's the other. And that's what's dangerous. When you have Sweat and Riddick, two people who can do shit like they do,
And
holy crap.
Hassan Riddick has got moves on top of moves. He's got
Yeah.
spins. He's got the bull. He's got the swim.
The
He's
dip.
got all kinds of moves, dude. It doesn't matter. He's got twists. It's
He
good luck
dips,
blocking
dives, dodges, ducks, and
that. If you could dodge a wrench, you could dodge a ball. That's one of my favorite movies.
oh, I love that movie. That's
That's a good
oh
one.
God, what is that one thing he says? He's like, it's about the one where the line where he says about shitting in your diapers. He's like, you're like a poopy flavored lollipop or something. Isn't that what he says? He's like, oh, cry me in the river. You're like a poopy flavored lollipop.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, catches a Houlihan.
Yeah.
Yep, that's right. Hungry
That's
dogs run
awesome.
faster.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Nah, and they got every reason to be hungry this weekend. You know, one, their leader is down, and you know this team's going to want to win for him.
Mm-hmm.
First and foremost, they're going to feel for him not being able to be out there because you know he wants to be. You know, and I don't think this will truly affect his MVP candidacy that much. Now, if he misses next week, that might hurt him a little bit.
Yeah. Some would say if we lose, that kind of boosts his MVP candidacy.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Right.
No, if Gardner Minshew loses this game, now let's say this: if Gardner loses it by 3 points and it is like a bam to bam to bam game each and every play,
Yeah.
okay, maybe I won't say that as much. But if he loses this game, like I said, 42-17, there should be no shadow of a fucking doubt in any Eagles fan's mind that Jalen Hurts or anybody out there that Jalen Hurts is not the MVP.
Right.
All year long, we have not got blown out. We have not got blown out at all. And the one game he doesn't play, we get blown out. If that don't fucking tell you he's MVP, I don't know what is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I agree. Because it's just a matter of fact that they would show that he means that much to this football team more than any other quarterback, more than any other player. So that just solidify it to me.
yeah.
Really would. Especially like you said, if we get blown out, yeah, absolutely, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Without,
Now, if it's by 3,
right.
we'll talk about it. Well, you know, if we lose by 3 because he threw 3 lousy fucking interceptions, well, that still means Jalen's a very big part of why we win because he doesn't turn the ball over.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it does depend on how he wins and how he loses, where this conversation goes from here. Not with us, with other people. We all know Jalen Hurts is MVP. But it's where's this conversation about to turn after tomorrow? Is this conversation about to turn ugly or good? Because there is only 2 ways this goes, and it's only by how Minshew plays tomorrow. If he plays really well, it's going to be a bad conversation about Jalen Hurts come Monday morning. If it goes really good or really bad, then it's going to be positive for Jalen because you can't say anything bad about the kid because he hasn't ever been blown out.
Well, even if we say if we do win tomorrow, even if Jalen's going to be ready to go next week, he probably won't play. And then I would only look for him to maybe play a quarter to a half against the Giants the final week of the season, just for the rust factor and for the fact that he'll be looking to break Randall Cunningham's single season record because he's now tied with Cunningham at 35. So they may try to get him one more touchdown on the season, at least.
Yeah. No, I'm a firm believer he has to play some snaps before the playoffs.
I
You
I
can't
do too.
you can't sit him from
For a
now
month.
until
That'd be a month.
especially, yeah, dude, that you can't sit him for a month whenever, like, if he does not play tomorrow, which
Right.
obviously he's not.
He's out.
Now he flew with him, but
Right.
he's not playing.
Yeah.
God, that would be never mind.
And don't think he's not going to be. And don't think
not
he's not
even-
going to be coaching up Minshew on the sideline too. Where if he sees something from the sideline that Minshew's not seeing, he's going to be letting him know. Definitely. But yeah, he traveled with them. I think AK froze up for a second, unless he literally froze from the negative 17 weather. I think just froze his Wi-Fi permanently because AK is literally frozen on the screen. But yeah, you can't have your quarterback go over a month without playing. You're just taking way too much of a rust factor, of a timing factor, because we've seen it. A lot of Jalen's success is timing throws, being on that timing page, that's that same page with his receivers. You know, it's very important for him. And yeah, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how this thing plays out. Because obviously, if we don't win tomorrow, then we still got to win one more game. So I think we lose tomorrow. I think we see Jalen the following week against the Saints. We see him break Randall Cunningham's record, maybe push it to somewhere for anywhere from 36 to 38 touchdowns on the season. Might have one or two rushing and one throwing, or vice versa, and then rest him against the New York Giants, because then we'd have the number 1 seed locked in. And the background's changing now. I don't know what's going on, but AK's Wi-Fi is coming back, so I think it was just the background screen changed there for a second. But
I just somehow lost my internet. That sucks.
That's what I figured. I'm like, I think his Wi-Fi just literally froze from the weather outside. I think the weather outside finally got his Wi-Fi.
Yeah, the sniper finally found me. I lasted this long. I'm impressed.
Right? Hey, kudos to you.
Yeah. Well, hey man, we still got 12 people in here. We've been live for 2 hours. Great stream, great holiday stream. I love coming on here talking to you. Love having these conversations. Love chatting with the whole chat. You guys are awesome. I promise I will get better at it. I'm not used to all the comments all the time, so I will get faster at it, or I'll just be lazy and put slow motion on here soon. But but I do appreciate them all. Please leave comments in the chat when we're live. Please leave comments afterwards. Please subscribe. Please like both channels. Please like the Hardcore Sports Network. I appreciate all the love and support. And yeah, fly Eagles fly. 14-1 tomorrow, guys. Ride or die. Let's go. All or nothing.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're gonna wrap this thing up, you guys. Like he said, we're very, very thankful for each and every one of you, and thanks for all the comments in the chat tonight. You guys really helped keep it going and make the time go by really fast. I can't believe we've already been on for roughly 2 hours now. It's been great. Like you said, another great live stream, another great East Meets West, brought to you by the Hardcore Sports Network. And yes, please hit that thumbs up for both of us on both of the channels. We greatly appreciate it. Share it on your social media too, as much as you can. That way we can try to get more eyes on the prize and help boost our numbers as well on the way. And no, Richie, I did not feel the earthquake. I don't know if it was in Southern California. I'm in Northern California, so we don't get as many earthquakes up here. But yeah, you guys, until next time, you know what it is. Like it says back there, it's fly, Eagles, fly. And stay mean, stay green. Thanks for viewing us on your screen. But most importantly, like the Eagles are going to be tomorrow, keep it fuego. Let's go, baby. 1. Beat those Cowboys.
Fly, Eagles, fly. Wheeze out. Peace.